although Christmas is over, it's a time for giving, with lots of people dipping deep into their pockets to bring cheer to others. And with lots of spending taking place, many pockets are now empty. Tonight, a financial expert shares some tips on how to save. Here's Jimenita Swain with that report.
Having more money is something that most persons welcome, and at the start of a new year, it's the perfect time to create a budget and track spending habits. We spoke to top accountant Gowan Bowe.
And when we talk about our household income, our household budgets, it's more around saying, well, have people sat down and said, well, where is it that I have revenue coming in? Most times it's not a large number of sources. It's your salary. You may have some passive income by properties that you may have on rent or other things that come in. But you do know, how often do you look at your expenses to say, well, let me sit down and write down what I'm spending money on. And sometimes you're surprised by it.
Bowe says if you know your expenses, you can prioritize them better.
It really comes down to discipline. That if you say that the way I get myself out of recurring debt is by foregoing certain things that I've gotten used to. And it's really short-term sacrifice for long-term gain in terms of saying that, okay, I may not be able to take a lavish vacation this year, but the money I save on that will allow me to have vacations well on into my retirement age. I may not be able to go out to restaurants every weekend or go to the movies as often as I used to go, in terms of saying that I deserve that because I work hard during the week.
Online, many persons have been sharing year-long plans to save money from $5,000 to as much as $10,000. He says while saving now, the focus should be on preparing for the future long term. So, just how much should you be saving from your salary?
If you speak to most of the persons in the actuarial science, they'll say anywhere between 10 and 15%. Certainly if you start young. The younger you start, you're closer to the 10% area. The older you are, you're more towards the 15%. And if you haven't done it and you're nearing retirement, you probably should be thinking even higher. But it's more around saying, how do you make your money work for you? So if you're able to save 10%, it's more about saying I build up a nest egg that allows me to start investing in something that gives me a better return.
Again, Bowe says it's all about being intentional and not going overboard with the investments you may intend to make.
It's not going crazy and saying you're being taking on huge amounts of risks. It's saying, well, how do I pool my resources with other like-minded individuals to look at enterprises that we can get involved in? How do I look at taking ownership of the economy in terms of, again, pooling and investing in certain existing businesses and structures that are successful and can actually grow and expand by the injection of new capital? So it's not like in our sort of forefathers' day where everything to them was you save, you put it under the mattress or you put it into the bank. It's more around saying the saving is one aspect of it. It is saying that I'm putting together money so that I have the ability, if you will, to become more an owner of the economy as opposed to a participant.
Jimenita Swain, ZNS Network News.